So good evening, Master Frank Owusu.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's good to have you on Nansappo Media this evening.
I'm grateful.
Okay. Congratulations once again.
Oh, thank you.
I learned you talked the presidential thing
Rightly so.
today.
Rightly so.
So there have been allegations. There have been allegations of you having CWA issues, rumors revolving all around KNUST. What do you have to say about it?
Where did you hear this from? Who told you this?
From the student body.
From the student body. You see, ordinarily, I wouldn't have wanted to respond to allegations because I am somebody who has been a student of philosophy. And one of my favorite philosophers is a man by the name Socrates. One day, Socrates was walking through a market and then an acquaintance of his approached him, screaming that Socrates has heard something about your friend. So I want to confirm from us whether or not it is true. So Socrates said, for me, if I hear an allegation or a rumor, I allow it to pass through 3 stages or 3 filter stages. And the first stage is that I want to know whether you heard it yourself or somebody told you. So this particular thing, did you hear it yourself or somebody told you?
I heard it myself.
And let me give you the scenario. So the guy responded, I didn't hear it myself, but then somebody told me. And I said, oh, that's fine. For me, if I want to believe something, I want to hear it from a trusted source. So you don't know it, you haven't seen it, somebody told you. So for that, you're off. The second one he asked as to whether or not what he has heard is something good or is something bad. And they said, it's something bad. I said, oh, really? So first, you didn't see it yourself, you didn't hear it yourself, somebody told you. Second, what you are claiming is not good. And then he had a third one. So 1, you didn't see or hear. 2, it is not good. And 3, do you think what you are coming to tell me will bring about an improvement in my life or wouldn't bring about an improvement? He said, okay, it wouldn't bring anything to your life. So it's okay. So it means it fails all the 3 filters. 1, you have no concrete evidence as to whether or not you have seen it or you have heard it yourself. 2, it is not good about the person. And 3, it wouldn't add any value to myself. So I want you to keep it to yourself. So ordinarily, Frank would have allowed this rumor to stay. Because I heard people talking about it as early as first semester. But then upon running through the 3 filters, I realized it wouldn't add anything or surprise anything for my life. But then you see, I'm running for public office. Exactly. And whenever you put yourself out of a public position, you are no longer of yourself. You become a slave, go to the public. So whatever concerns you also concerns the public. So I will only respond to allegation because it is not about Frank anymore. It's about the integrity of the student front. It's about the dignity of our SRC. It's about the future of our SRC and the destiny of our front. That is the only reason why I would respond to these allegations. So you ask me, let's see what we can do.
So the question is, are you having issues with your CWA? That is the question.
Yes, I don't have any issue with my CWA. According to the constitution of the SRC, I think Article 11, that talks about the qualification of students for a position. We are told that a student is supposed to have a minimum of 55 average, at least 55 with no trail, or more than 60 with 1 trail. And as I speak, those of my friends in my faculty can attest to the fact that our results are in and I have no trail. As a matter of fact, I meet the threshold, so I don't have any issue with my CW. Sometimes I wonder why people decide to concoct and cook this story just to smear the reputation of people. I've always said that reputation is like you building a house. You can use years to build it, somebody can use just a day to destroy it. So it is quite sad that people decide to invest time in these things, but what can I do? I mean, you can't control the perception of people, you can't control the utterances of people, so it's good. But as I said, I have no issue with my CWA.
Okay. You topping the vetting last Saturday. What's the secret? Is it because you were there before? What's the secret?
Well, as a matter of fact, I think we all got there at the same time. We were back from the SR Secretariat to the IDL, so I wasn't there before. But then, I think it has to do more with one, interest. You see, if you like something so much, if you're obsessed about something, you're prepared so much towards it. It's like you having a dream to become a footballer, and you hear that you have a date with Real Madrid to have a trial with them. I think a month in that particular, they won't even sleep. You train morning, afternoon, and evening. So I have this burning desire to serve the good students of KNUST. So upon knowing that Saturday is the day for my vetting, I believe I need to do the needful. So I prepared and I prayed for grace. And when preparation meets lack and grace, I think that's the outcome that you saw on Saturday.
Wow. What makes Frank Owusu different? What makes you so spectacular? Is it because of your money, your swag, your influence? What makes Frank very different?
Of course, I think all the opportunities you have given, it doesn't even come to play when it comes to me thinking of difference. But then, I believe, among other things, what sets me apart, that's according to my own personal view, is the fact that I am intrinsically motivated. They say without passion, life is nothing. A lot of people want something, but they're not so passionate about it. For me, I'm passionate about service, and I've always said that leadership hinges on 3 pillars: selflessness, sacrifice, and service. And I always tell my friends the most selfish thing you can ever do is to help others. It's like you washing a cloth. You have no intention of washing your hand, but when you are done, you realize your hands are tidy than the one who even decided to intentionally wash his hands. So I feel that helping people is like helping yourself. The blessings that comes out of it, the experience you gain out of it, the exposure and everything is something that money can't buy. So it's out of this passion that drives me to do whatever thing that I do.
Okay, if elected as the next XRC president, what should we expect in your tenure? What should the student body expect from you?
Yeah, so I'll borrow the words of somebody who ran for national president in the NPP. I wasn't supporting him, though I didn't support anybody, but I like a statement he used to make. Yeah, his name is same as Martin Asabi. Yeah, in the just ended NPP elections, he used to say that he will infuse fire into the elephant. I feel that we've gotten to a point in time in the SRC where people have become disinterested in student affairs, people have gone apathetic towards elections and politics, people have lost trust and confidence in leadership and all. And it's time to ignite passion. It's time to bring back the interest, the love that people had for activism and all. Now we have gotten to a point in time in life where people no longer care about the society, people no longer care about leadership. People think that just get what you eat, get money, and then that is all. I've come to school, let me study and get my grades. Nobody cares about what goes on in the outside world, in the world around them. And I think that's what the SRC is supposed to do: provide leadership for people, provide hope for people. And I will take the SRC back to basics, bring back that confidence that people had in the SRC to advocate for them, open lots of opportunities because we have the clout and the leverage to do that, and also represent the school as and when they need to be. So whatever the SRC stands for is what I'm going to stand for. But as I said, I will infuse fire into the SRC. I'm going to ignite passion and confidence into the SRC once again.
Okay, are you going to practice a cerebral hygiene in this challenge?
I don't understand cerebral. What's enough cerebral hygiene?
I'm going to explain this. In a situation whereby you win this contest, are you going to ignore your opponents even if they have something good to offer in the long run?
Oh, I don't believe in that. I feel that we all have something distinct that we're bringing to the game. I believe in an all-inclusive government, provided the person is willing to bring on board whatever thing he or she had in the course of the week. Usually we have a system whereby people think that when they lose elections, they are like enemies to those who have won elections, but then for me it will be a different ball game altogether. So if I win, whoever I'm supposed to consult, I'll consult. Wherever I need to go, I will go. So that we have every mind on board to help ensure we play the SRC where it's supposed to be.
I believe if elected as our next SRC president, you have the mandate to appoint people. Mm-hmm. Is appointment going to be based on competency, or you are going to give a appointment to your so-called loyal boys?
So there's a point. Competence needs to pass through the litmus test. And you can never know how competent somebody is unless you get to work with the person. I think the reason why people usually say that people give appointment to those who are loyal is the fact that if you claim you are competent, okay, and then I have not had that closeness with you, I have not worked with you, I cannot attest to your competence. And you see, in Africa, we are so much obsessed with people who like talking. So we feel that if the person is so much talkative, the person is so much outspoken, then the person is competent. So in the student setting, the one who is always commenting on issues, that is what we think competence is. But then I've always said that if you're competent, you have to prove your competence. And if I work with people and I get to know their competence and everything, and I don't know you, we happen to work that close, I can't attest for your competence.
So, Master Frank Owusu, let's set the record straight. Are you having deferment issues?
Well, ordinarily, I wouldn't have responded to this, okay, if not for the vetting and the panel asking me that particular question. Because for me, I'm a politician, and no politician hates publicity. We are all in this game to ensure our name travels far. So when I saw the green sheet going around with people claiming I've been deferred and all that, I wouldn't have wanted to answer it. I wanted it to go for me to get the sympathy that ordinarily a politician would wish for. But then I have friends, I have loved ones, I have people who were battered in the soul and the heart, just like how I was battered, because it's something that affected me. I'm a human being, and if you are there and people are saying all these things about you, sometimes it's so sad. So I wouldn't have responded. But then, for the sake of the people who love me, for the sake of the tens of thousands of people who believe in the France dream and all, I want to state here emphatically, unequivocally, without any shred of doubt,
On Nyansapo Media.
on Nyansapo Media,
Sure.
that I, Frank Owusu, a third-year economic student with index number, should I mention my index number? Yes, I have no deferment issue, because I've paid my school fees in excess. That as I speak now, I'm even credited with my account as to an amount the school owes me. I have no issue with deferment. I have no issues with my school fees, and I'm as clean as a snowflake. But then you see, it's politics, and you should be prepared for anything. So it's part of the game, and I mean, I have a tough skin.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. So what's your last words to your people out there, your fans, the student body? What are you telling them?
Wow. Hello, KNUST. My name is Frank Owusu. As I always tell people, this year we are the crossroad of history and mystery. The decision we make as a student body will determine as to whether or not we'll continue be doing the same thing or do something different. Let's dare to be different this year, and I believe that history will remember us. On this note, my name is Frank Owusu. On the 24th of August, give me your mandate, and together, let's save the good students of KNUST.
Thank you very much, Master Frank.
Most grateful, Wilkinson.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Samuel Anakwajo Wilkinson. Thank you for watching. Thank you, sir, for coming.
Most grateful.